Hey again, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Today is Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2021. Where has the time gone again this year? It seems like time just continues to speed up, and it seems like it just always is going faster and faster, at least for me. Um, so, let's just get to it. What we were talking about last week was how to beat the narcissist at their own game, which this is a recap of the video that I did called "How to Win at Narcissism," and I think I established that we don't want to win at narcissism. It was the title is a mess, and I don't feel like I relayed the points as well as I could, so I'm attempting to do that now. So we went over the first three ways to beat the narcissist at their own game. So I'm going to continue with 4, 5, and 6. Before I get started on the discussion, do I need to say it? If you can go no contact, you don't have anything to lose and nothing to gain. Go no contact and don't ever break it again. Don't ever look back, okay? So we're going to establish if you can go no contact to do that. But the list that I'm giving is if you are unable to go no contact right away. When I first made the content about beating the narcissist at their own game, I hadn't found anywhere that was discussing this view of our issue here of having to deal with a cluster B personality disorder person, i.e., a narcissist, a histrionic, or egopath. Hadn't found anyone, and since then there are two. I believe both of them are doctors. Have put out some content. Dr. Todd Grand and Les Carter, who is actually here in North Texas. These guys are pros. They're both doctors in the field, and since that video, they have discussed that sometimes you're unable to go no contact. It even can be dangerous for some people. But so if you can go no contact, go no contact. We're not disputing that. This is if you are unable to. So just so you know. So anyway, number four. Number four is if you feel like you're going to break no contact, or that you want to, for any reason whatsoever, whether it is to reestablish contact with them because you have some fantasy that the egopath has changed, you're feeling lonely, your life's not going the way you thought it should, or because you just want to tell them how much you really loathe them and that they are a piece of garbage and you still want to tell. It doesn't matter what your motivation is. Don't do it. Come back and visit these discussion pages, these videos, this content, mine, anyone else's, until you get over that urge to establish contact with them again, because it's a problem. A lot of people will do that. I don't know why I caught on to that. Before I even knew what was going on, before I even had a name for this, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not contacting. We're not playing this game. Apparently, I was starting to wake up on some level, and it worked for me, because I was like, no, unless it's absolutely necessary, we don't talk. We don't communicate. End of story. So if you feel like you're going to break no contact, come back, chime in, discuss, put some posts down, make some comments. There's plenty of people who will chat with you about that. The next two things that I'm going to talk about are controversial. I've already established, and many of us have, that if you can go no contact, do it. This is if you are unable to, and you are in that war with the narcissist, the egopath has brought to you. We said earlier that the war you may not be interested in this war, but this war is interested in you. And so you are in for a fight for a while. And if you are, this is number 5. The flying monkeys. We established that the flying monkeys are go-betweens and gossipers between the head egopath in charge and the rest of their gaggle of little personality disordered people that are around them. Again, I use that term people loosely. This isn't for everybody, all right? So you can disagree with it if you want. I really don't even want to hear the comments about if you disagree with it or not. it means very little to me. It has actually had a lot to do with me getting what's mine back. And it's disinfo, okay? It's giving disinformation to a flying monkey. You know it's going to make it back to the narcissist, and you will watch them. You'll watch them act accordingly. It can be a very valuable tool. I don't suggest this for everyone, especially if you think that there's that you have some sort of fantasy that you're going to have what the illusion they created with to begin with. You're not going to have that anyway. But if you think that that's a possibility for you, don't try this kind of stuff. But if you are pretty much dead set on extracting your life from someone, and there's still some issues in there, there's still some ties, you can use disinformation. It will get back to them. Trust me, this is their hobby. This is what they like to do. They love to gossip and talk about you all the time. So, and I can't tell you exactly what that disinfo might be, but it will curb the ego path's behavior toward you. Guaranteed, I promise. Just try it out. I mean, if this is something that if you don't believe me, try this, and I think you'll be surprised that, I mean, the ego path is really a one-trick pony. These people are uncreative. They're very predictable. Once you figure out how they behave, how they act, then it's really easy to manipulate them. I'm not saying that we are just a bunch of manipulators and we want to play the game and somehow this is just a lot of fun. That's not what it's about. This is about extracting your life from theirs, and sometimes you might have to take a page out of their playbook, so to speak. The other thing is, this is, again, it's controversial. If you don't think that it's for you, don't do it. But I say expose them. Expose the shit out of them to the people that you know. Some of those people some of them are gonna say, well, yeah, we knew that the whole time. We saw that, a million miles away, and and I'm sorry you didn't tell me about it. But a lot of them know what kind of people they are. If they don't know, this is a good way to separate out the people that are flying monkeys and the people who aren't. Because the people who aren't are going to be the people who say, yeah, we never really, really understood why you two were even together for any length of time whatsoever. They'll have something to say. It's the ones that are quiet, that don't say anything about it. That's probably going to be one of their avenues of information. That's going to be the person that you want to. That's going to be the person that you want to give the disinfo to. Again, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, you know what? If you're going to have to play the game, they brought the war to you. You might have to take a page out of that book. So, continuing to expose them. This is, again, kind of dangerous. I am of the thought that you need to see what they're doing. I've heard, go no contact and don't look at their pages and don't see what they're doing. And I know why. It's because people they think that they're going to rekindle something with this person who's destroyed their life. And this could be a really bad deal. Like I said, this is delicate stuff. These are things that most people disagree with me on it, and it's fine, but I'm not going to. Please don't derail the folks that I'm speaking with, okay? Because this could be the difference between win or lose in some situations. It could be the difference between getting your life back, sooner than later. Okay, so I stand by what I say in that, see what they're doing. It's intel. It also lets you know their behavior and their habits. Don't let that go away. Don't not use that if you have to. I'm going to go back to rule number 1. If you can go no contact, do. If you can't, this is some ideas for you to use. Like I said, it's not for everyone to be poking around an ego path's someone who has destroyed maybe large swaths or portions of your life. It's, like I said, it's not for everyone. So anyway, you can use it if you wish to. If you don't, that's fine. I really don't want to hear the just go no contact. Those comments really just aren't even welcome. I don't want to hear it because that's not my story and that's not what I'm trying to relate. So anyway, vent to others if you have to. If you feel like you're going to break that no contact to them. If you have to use a flying monkey back against the narcopath, do it, man. I mean, if you need to do something to shake them off the trail because they're pursuing you the whole time, and they are, make no mistake, use the flying monkeys back against them. I don't see anything wrong with that. Expose them to others and see what they're doing, man. That's intel for you to use. Don't be a fool. If they have brought this war to you, don't try to be some sort of do-gooder where you're just not going to stoop to that level or something. This is not the time for that. The time is to like I said, to extract your life sooner than later back from one of these monsters. So anyway, that is the next 3. I really do appreciate y'all coming. I hope you're having a good Christmas Eve. It's like 80 degrees out here in North Texas. I swear I think somebody was barbecuing down the road. Might have been Santa Claus. I don't know. So anyway, it's an odd year for the weather here in North Texas. But I do appreciate y'all stopping to chat with me. And I'm going to sign off now. Merry Christmas, and I hope to see y'all again real soon. Thank you.